When you download Clash Royale, it should automatically send something to your bank to be able to get a free loan for the amount of money that you are going to be spending on Clash Royale to be able to keep up with the meta. Yeah, this game's basically just a donating simulator, and it is almost impossible to be free to play in this. Like, complete free to play, you have to spend some sort of money at some point in this game. If you've spent $0 on Clash Royale, I commend you because it is insane. Cobra Kai is jealous at the aggressiveness that Supercell has with their business model. So let's take a break from all the hating and let's talk about how Clash Royale turned from a strategy game into a wallet-draining machine. Clash Royale is basically pay or don't play at all. Evolutions have started this because every season it's basically a new broken evolution that comes out that you're forced to spend money on, because if you don't, you're basically way behind everyone else in the new meta. Not to mention that every time a new card comes out, they're trying to juice as much money as they can from you to be able to, for you to get it maxed. Best example was the Dagger Duchess. She was good for a month. People spent up to $50 to get her max to be able to use her only for a month, and for them to nerf the living shit out of it. And it's just not fair to be able to put all this money and just get a huge advantage, because levels are everything. Even from level 14 to 15, it is a huge margin and can definitely lose you games when you're at the higher ranks. And it's just unfair knowing that this guy that you played put $50 in and is winning just because of that. Like, imagine showing up to a chess game and your opponent says, oh, I bought chess deluxe, and now their queen has 3 lives, so you have to use 3 different people on your board just to get rid of their queen. Like, how is this fair? And continuing with evolutions, they've kind of broke the game. They kind of put the final nail in the coffin, especially since Evos were originally supposed to be for underutilized cards to make them better, such as like the Bomber and Archers, which made underutilized cards much better, until they just started saying fuck it and throwing it at P.E.K.K.A, Mega Knight, all these insane good cards. Evos were supposed to be game-changing, and they are, just in a different way for players who can put all the money they want into them. The less passes you buy, the more you get behind, because you do get shards in pass, and then you can put those shards towards the next Evo you want, and all this stuff. But if you're not paying, you're not getting that advantage of getting more and more Evos. Like, the locked progression wall just becomes so high that it becomes Mount Everest, basically. Like, you just feel so behind in the game because everyone else is spending their bank accounts and you're just sitting there not really wanting to. Oh yeah, I forgot, these all connect to each other. And speaking of Clash Royale, they say it's optional, but basically it's mandatory. It's basically just a subscription. If you want to play Clash Royale, you gotta subscribe to the Battle Pass or Pass Royale every month, basically, to be able to stay consistent and stay competitive. And YouTubers and creators of Clash Royale have outright said this. They've said you need to put money into the game to stay good. And it just makes it even worse for free-to-play players. It just makes it so much of an uphill battle that it just becomes not even worth it anymore. Like I said before, you get even more Evos and even more stuff with the pass, and the less passes you get, the more you fall behind, because you're not getting all these shards and getting all the Evos you missed out on. Because even if you miss one pass and you get the next, you're still getting Evos to put towards the Evo you missed from last pass. So even when you're behind on a pass, you're really not that much behind. If you're not putting money into pass, you're basically in Clash Royale purgatory. You're basically not in heaven or hell. You're just stuck there being tortured, basically. Now, I don't want to sound like the Unk and be like, oh, I've played since day one. Look at my 8-year badge. Back in my day, it used to be all about skill and strategy. But to a point, that is completely true, because there is no longer a huge element of skill. There is still skill. When you all have max level cards, there is the skill of beating someone else. But when someone has higher level cards than you, there's not much skill. I mean, there still kind of is, but you're at a huge disadvantage because this guy just spent more money than you, and then that's all it's become. Because no matter about the optimal placements, if you have level 13 or 14 and they have level 15, you're just going to get clapped either way. And it's unfortunate because Clash Royale players just come back. It's like that one meme, yes, master, I guess I'll come back. Like, that's literally the entire Clash Royale fan base. There's not many new players coming in and rejoining and redoing. Everyone, like, leaves because it's so pay to win, and they don't care about that. Clash Royale is just milking the top players that they got already. They're just, non-stop feeding these cows and milking them because they know they can get the money out of them. Because it's when you play a certain game, it gets to a certain point where it's like, I can't stop now, right? When you've already put so much money in the game, gotten so high, done so much, there's no point to stop anymore, and that's what Clash Royale's banking on. Because the loyal customers are what's going to make them the most money. The people that continuously play, continuously put in money, are more likely to continuously put in more money and be able to spend more money and do all this than a new player. A new player is not going to come in and be like, oh man, all of this money and everywhere, I really want to spend this and stay playing this game. No, it's the people who come back and stay forever that are going to do it. Free-to-play has simultaneously been the best and worst that it's ever been because Clash Royale has somewhat fixed it, but somewhat not. They've introduced the lucky boxes that you get daily from doing certain things and challenges. You get a streak, like if you go, every day that you're playing, unlock your dailies or whatever, you get a lucky box. In the free pass, there's lucky boxes and stuff, which is good. They do give you stuff, but at the same time, it's complete RNG. It's not like you're absolutely loaded or locked in to be able to get good stuff. No. That's for the pass. The pass is guaranteed good stuff and guaranteed leveling up cards. No, if you're free to play, you get lucky boxes that are complete RNG, where you can go months without getting anything, having zero progress on all your cards, or you get a week straight of insane luck, leveling up all your cards. And that's, again, the problem with free-to-play and the problem with their, quote, solution. And as long as the money keeps rolling in from all these players, Supercell really has no reason to change because free-to-play really isn't doing much for them. If they really want to, they could rebalance evolutions, make rewards more accessible, stop hiding everything behind paywalls. But, it's Supercell. Why would they do that? Now, with all this D1 hating, you're probably thinking that I'm just exactly that, a D1 hater. But I'm not. I genuinely just want the best for Clash Royale and want free-to-play and more new players to come into the game. Clash Royale is still a fun game. And at its core, it's like a great design and a great game. It's addictive and rewarding. It's a game that you can't put down for hours. But pay to win has just severely ruined it, and it has taken away what made Clash Royale special. If you're not willing to open your wallet, the game basically just kicks you out the door. Clash Royale is just money with a side of gameplay. That's basically what it is. And alluding to the title, yes, to sum this all up, Clash Royale is basically just money with a side of gameplay. And that's probably how it will be for long times to come. But let me know what you think. Is Clash Royale still worth playing it? Has it become just another cash grab? Let me know what you guys think down below. And it's been Chief Costa.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah!